I helped 10 friends create perfect budgets. Only 2 succeeded. The other 8 failed completely. Here's why, and it's not what you think. 3 years ago, 10 of my friends asked me to help them with their finances. They knew I tracked everything, saved aggressively, had my money together. They all wanted budgets, said they were ready to change. I was excited. Thought helping 10 people meant 10 success stories. I was wrong, completely wrong. I spent months helping each friend create detailed, customized budgets, perfect plans for their income, expenses, and goals. 3 years later, only 2 of those friends are still following their budgets. Only 2 improved their finances significantly. 8 failed, went back to old habits within months. Same income, same expenses, same stress as before. Why? Why did 8 people with perfect budgets fail while 2 succeeded? I've spent 3 years analyzing this, and what I learned has nothing to do with the budget itself. It's about psychology, personality, and systems, and I'm going to show you exactly what separates budget success from budget failure. My name is Mike, and if you've ever started a budget and quit, this video will explain exactly why, and more importantly, how to actually succeed. Hit that like button if you've ever abandoned a budget, because you're not alone. 80% of people fail, and I'm going to show you why. Subscribe because I'm breaking down real financial behavior patterns, not theory. Real people, real results. Let me introduce the 10 friends. Sarah makes $68,000. No debt, wanted to save for a house. Mark makes $95,000, $32,000 credit card debt, wanted to pay it off. Jessica makes $55,000, student loans, wanted to invest. Tom makes $78,000, no savings, wanted emergency fund. Rachel makes $82,000, lifestyle inflation problem, wanted to cut spending. Chris makes $71,000, supporting parents financially, wanted balance. Amanda makes $63,000, impulse buyer, wanted control. David makes $88,000, keeping up with friends, wanted out. Lisa makes $59,000, disorganized with money, wanted structure. Kevin makes $92,000, no goals, wanted direction. I spent 2 to 4 hours with each friend, analyzed their spending, created budgets, set goals. All 10 budgets were solid, realistic, achievable. Every friend left excited, motivated, ready to change. Then real life happened. 3 months later, I checked in. Sarah and Mark were crushing it, following budgets perfectly, already seeing progress. The other 8 abandoned their budgets, back to old habits. Some felt guilty, some had excuses, most just stopped trying. By 1 year, the gap was massive. Sarah had saved $18,000 for her house down payment. Mark had paid off $15,000 in debt. The other 8, maybe $2,000 saved combined. Most had zero progress. 3 years later, present day, Sarah bought her house, has $35,000 saved. Mark is debt-free, paid off all $32,000. Both are investing now. The other 8, same financial situation as 3 years ago. Some worse. What happened? Comment below right now. Have you ever started a budget and quit? Tell me what happened. I'm reading every comment because this is deeply personal for most people. I studied the differences obsessively. Why did Sarah and Mark succeed while 8 others failed? Here's what I found. Success factor 1. They automated everything. Sarah set up automatic transfers to savings a day after payday. $1,500 per month moved automatically. Never saw it. Never missed it. Saved $54,000 in 3 years without thinking about it. Mark automated debt payments. $1,200 per month straight to credit cards. Auto pay on highest interest card first. Paid off $32,000 in 27 months without using willpower. The 8 who failed, manual budgeting. Tried to manually transfer money to savings each month. Forgot sometimes. Spent it other times. No automation meant relying on discipline. Discipline failed. Success factor 2. They tracked obsessively. Sarah checked her budget weekly. Knew exactly where she was. Adjusted as needed. Mark tracked every payment. Watched the debt number decrease. Progress motivated him. They both used apps. Automated tracking. Constant awareness. The 8 who failed stopped tracking after 2 weeks. Too tedious. Lost awareness. Spent unconsciously. No tracking meant no accountability. No accountability meant failure. Success factor 3. There are clear emotional reasons. Sarah wanted a house because she grew up moving constantly. Hated instability. Owning a home meant security. Deep emotional driver. Mark's credit card debt came from a bad breakup. He spent to cope. Paying it off meant moving on. Closing that chapter. Deep emotional driver. The 8 who failed. Vague goals. I should save more. I should spend less. No emotional weight. No deep why. Just should. Should isn't enough. Hit that like button if you're realizing your budget failed because you didn't have a deep enough why. Success factor 4. They told people. Sarah told her family about her house goal. They asked for updates. Created accountability. Mark told close friends about paying off debt. They checked in. Celebrated milestones. Social accountability worked. The 8 who failed kept budgets private. No one knew. No accountability. Easy to quit when no one's watching. Success factor 5. They built systems, not relied on willpower. Sarah made saving automatic. Impossible to fail. Mark made debt payment automatic. Impossible to skip. Systems beat willpower every time. The 8 who failed relied on willpower. I'll be more disciplined. Willpower runs out. Systems don't. Let me detail the 8 failures. Jessica wanted to invest but never started. Too overwhelmed. Analysis paralysis. Couldn't pick what to invest in. 3 years later, 0 invested. Missed $18,000 of potential wealth. Tom wanted emergency fund. Save $800, then had an emergency buying a new TV. Drained the fund. Never rebuilt. Still has 0 emergency savings. Rachel wanted to cut lifestyle spending. Did for 2 months. Slowly crept back up. Now spending more than 3 years ago. Lifestyle inflation won. Chris was supporting parents. Felt guilty budgeting when they had less. Couldn't set boundaries. Still sending money he can't afford. Still struggling. Amanda, the impulse buyer, tried using a budget. Lasted 3 weeks. Saw a sale. Bought $600 of stuff. Felt bad. Quit the budget. Still impulse buying. David wanted to stop keeping up with friends. Couldn't. FOMO too strong. Still going out. Still spending. Still broke despite $88,000 income. Lisa wanted structure. Created complex budget spreadsheet. Too complicated. Maintained for 1 month. Abandoned. Back to chaos. Kevin had no goals. Budget gave him targets. Didn't care about targets. No motivation. Quit after 6 weeks. Still aimless with money. 8 different people. 8 different failure modes. Common threads? No automation. No tracking. No deep emotional why. No accountability. No systems. All relied on willpower and discipline. Both failed. Drop another comment. Which of these 8 failures sounds most like you? Be honest. Sarah and Mark avoided all these traps. Automated everything. Tracked obsessively. Had deep emotional drivers. Built accountability. Created systems. Didn't rely on willpower. They succeeded because they engineered success into their lives. The budget was just a plan. The systems made it happen. Here's what I learned about budgets. Creating a budget is easy. Following a budget is hard. Most people think the budget is a solution. It's not. The budget is just information. The solution is building systems that make following the budget automatic. Sarah and Mark understood this. The other 8 didn't. If you want to succeed with a budget, here's exactly what to do. 1. Automate everything possible. Savings, debt payments, investments, automatic transfers on payday. Remove decisions. 2. Track obsessively. Weekly check-ins minimum. Use apps that make it easy. Awareness prevents slip-ups. 3. Find your deep emotional why. Should isn't enough. Why do you really want this? What pain are you avoiding? What joy are you chasing? 4. Tell people. Family, friends, whoever. Social accountability works. 5. Build systems, not discipline. Discipline fails. Systems succeed. Apply these 5 principles and your budget success rate go from 20% to 80%. I've seen it. Sarah and Mark did all 5. 8 others did none. Results were predictable. If this is making you rethink how you approach budgeting, smash that like button one more time and subscribe. I'm making more videos about financial systems that actually work. Should everyone budget? No. If you're naturally good with money, you don't need one. But if you struggle, if money causes stress, if you can't save, yes, budget. More importantly, build the systems around the budget. Automate, track, find deep why, get accountability, remove willpower from the equation. 3 years ago, I thought 10 friends meant 10 successes. I learned budgets alone don't work. Budgets plus systems work. Budgets plus automation work. Budgets plus emotional clarity work. But budgets alone? 20% success rate. Same as gym memberships. Good intentions don't equal results. Systems equal results. Sarah and Mark prove it. Same budgets as the other 8. Different systems. Different results. Sarah has her house. Mark is debt-free. Both building wealth now. The other 8 are stuck. Same place as 3 years ago. The budget didn't make the difference. The systems did. Final comment prompt. Are you ready to build systems around your budget instead of relying on willpower? Tell me yes or no. Bottom line, I helped 10 friends budget. 2 succeeded. 8 failed. The 2 who succeeded automated everything, tracked obsessively, had deep emotional reasons, built accountability, and created systems. The 8 who failed relied on willpower and discipline. Budgets don't fail. People fail budgets by not building systems around them. Learn from Sarah and Mark. Automate, track, systematize, succeed.